fan bases around. The Cowboys and the Raiders are underway. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, that's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know, coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8 ball on the road to get things going.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
We're good. 185.
Here's Carr. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards there, 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's Carr to throw. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Jacobs. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. One more time with Jacobs. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Down. 180. 54. Down to lose 1.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. From 4 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded about a yard deep. And an alley to run. The 40, 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Cowboys. From one end zone to the other, 101 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Check, check, check. Check 13. Check 13. Hey, Raider 2.
On first down, Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Watch the pass. 93.
To throw again. Carr is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
185. Rush in.
Carr going to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Carr, throw left side, complete. It's Jacobs. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Hey, Echo. Here we go, D. Mike 54. Mike 54. Get your swerve on.
Throwing now is Carr. Man open left side is Brown. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He was probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Now Carr. And his throw is incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down. Now Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Carlson able to put this one through. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to say that.
And the Raiders have got him. Clelin Ferrell. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. On the counter, Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlight showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
A first down throw for Prescott. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. Well, let's have some fun while we have a minute here. Fantasy drafts are in full swing. I know I've got my family fantasy draft coming up, Charles. Who would be your top 3 picks? I know that you're a noted fantasy football expert, so who would you take?
Well, you've got to start with guys who are going to touch the football and put it in the end zone, right? You got to score points. How about Saquon Barkley with the Giants? You know he's going to run it. He's going to catch it. When they get desperate, they may actually have him return it as well. Alvin Kamara is an absolute matchup nightmare for everyone. And Christian McCaffrey, did he ever come off the field last year? And, you know, this guy, he's a threat to be a 1,000-yard runner and a 1,000-yard receiver, as is Kamara. So this is going to be fun to watch. I can't wait to see those guys do their thing.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. Prescott from the gun. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Now Prescott on 4th down. And he'll sling that one in there. Complete to Cooper on the comebacker. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yeah.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Express. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. Express. Get ready. Get ready. Easy. Kill, kill. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. That's it.
Carr now to throw. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. J.J. Nelson as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens. Don't forget. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
We're good. Right 85.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
54 Mike. Watch the curve. Watch the curves.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time. Forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Hey, it's Orbit. 54.
Here we go on 4th down with Carr. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Carlson on for the PAT. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down into half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, Charles, if you think so far...